welcome to episode 20. I'm here with
Paige Costello.
and we're going to be discussing cycling for 30 hours, breaking records and raising money for charity. So how are you feeling now, Paige?
I feel alright, obviously my bum's a little bit sore. I think that's the worst out of everything, and the quads and knees are dead tight, but I feel okay, to be honest. I'm trying to just keep moving a little bit, because I think the more you sit down, the worse you'll feel, really.
That's it, you've got to walk it off, got to keep the muscles going. So how was cycling for 30 hours non-stop?
I'm not going to lie, it's the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Literally, I felt like quitting so many times, and I didn't train for it, so I signed up to the event a week beforehand. Because I've been doing obviously work with Rugby League Cares throughout isolation, so I just signed up for it and thought let's go for it. So Keith Senior dropped me a bike off on Wednesday, so 3 days before the event. Jumped on it Thursday morning at 6:30 in the morning for 2 hours, and then I got to go on Saturday. And then on the Thursday when I jumped on the bike, I thought, oh, what was Sam I'll put for here? But I couldn't back out. I thought people are fundraising for me, so I've got to crack on.
So you've raised quite a fair bit between you all at the moment.
Yeah, so because obviously there's 2 charities we've been doing it for, so Rugby League Cares and then also MND Association. So what we've been doing in terms of Rugby League Cares, we've raised over £16,000 at the moment, which is great. I've managed to raise in 5 days over 1,300 now, so I'm absolutely made up in terms of fundraising, because so many people got behind us. Like, I've not advertised it much because I jumped on it last minute, and my organisation's not great anyway, to be honest, but the amount of calls and donations that I had, and the Wigan girls have been absolutely fantastic. Like, they just were through it. They did everything for me during the event. They were great, and the last hour, they actually rang me up for the last hour, cheered me on and kept me going, because I could hardly move. My clients, they brought me all sorts. They got me set up and constantly ringing me, and obviously my friends and family as well. I couldn't ask for anything more, to be honest.
So who else was joining on the bike ride with you?
So in terms of the ex-pros, we had Keith Senior, he's part of the Rugby League Cares, Keith Senior, Wayne Godwin, and there was Mick Cassidy as well. Okay, we all did it, and then there's some other lads like Chess Walker, some lads who I don't know as well, and there was 2 other women who partook in it as well. I think they were cyclists. They were really good at it. Like, I just thought, I didn't know how many women were doing it, but obviously when I found out there were cyclists as well, I thought, oh man, I've got no chance here. But they did absolutely fantastic. A lad called Josh, he started it with the MND Association charity. I don't really know much about their part, to be honest. I know more about the Rugby League Cares part. And a lad, ex-rugby lad called Ewan, he was fantastic on the bike. He was really good, and he's done it before, I think. He broke the record before, so he's managed to do it again.
Yeah, resetting a very difficult record to break.
Oh, massively. And it wasn't even, for myself, it wasn't even like challenging on my lungs that much. It was more just like, within 4 or 5 hours, my bum had just gone. Like, it was rubbing so much that it made me feel sick throughout the whole event.
Yeah, I seen your bubble wrapped bike suit.
Oh, I think it was the worst thing I could have done. I had padded shorts, and then literally a pad on the seat, and then 2 cushions strapped to it that kept coming off. And I think it was the worst thing I could have done. Like, literally, my bum was not molded to the seat at all. And I spent most of the time on high resistance, just cycling on the pedals, just so my legs could take it, because I couldn't physically sit on the seat. But, like, in terms of the challenge, it was mad, because I just thought, oh, it's going to be so challenging, it's going to be so physically draining and stuff like that. But I was just in so much pain in terms of my kneecaps as well, that I just couldn't think about. The breathing was fine. About 10 hours in, that's when it started to kick me. That's when I started to really feel like I started feeling quite tired and fatigued then. And then I posted a video 20 hours in, I looked absolutely gone. Like, obviously, we're going into the night, and I literally got But what I try to not do is have too much caffeine, because I had a Costa coffee at about, I think it was about 5-6 o'clock, and I hadn't eaten in the afternoon. I hadn't eaten enough, and it just sent me absolutely wet. And I just thought, I can't do this, but I managed to do it. But I tried to lay off the caffeine, because obviously it can stimulate you too much, and then you dip too much throughout it. So yeah.
Yeah, massive effort, especially jumping on it so late on.
Yeah, I'm absolutely mad, to be honest. But I just thought, do you know what? It's been difficult being in isolation, and obviously it's affected everyone quite a lot mentally wise. And I think for myself, I have massively struggled. Obviously having the business and stuff, running it, and obviously not knowing where it was going to go, and something I just needed something just to like fresh start, clear my mindset. And I thought, I need to do this. I just need to do it for myself as well as the charities. So that's what I've done, gone for it, and I feel great now. I feel like my head's in a bit of a clearer state of mind.
So tell us a little bit about your role in Rugby League Cares.
Yeah, so it was like at the start of isolation, I got asked to do Rugby League Cares with Q Senior and obviously the other lads. Basically, obviously, they're all men and they wanted a female, obviously, to support as well. Really grateful, because it's really helped me through isolation doing that as well, and keeping my head on the game. So basically, Rugby League Cares supports obviously mental health, and it supports a lot of people when they've retired from rugby, so where they go next, and just so they've got someone to talk to. And also it supports people who obviously get injured as well, because I can relate to that a little bit. So it's just been absolutely fantastic. Each week we've been doing live videos. We've been doing 1 or 2 a week, and they've been targeting different muscle groups, and then we've been doing a group session. And then to expand on that, we did a bit of yoga and a little bit of kickboxing, which was interesting. We did the kickboxing one actually just before the cycle, so I was really wary not to get injured when we're doing our spin kicks, or what's it called. We've had a lot of fun. It's been really interesting. Hopefully I'll carry on a little bit. I've absolutely loved it. But yeah, basically it's just to support the mental health as well. So as I say, we've raised over £16,000 towards the charity. And when I signed up to the event, obviously we said Keith asked if we could do it for Rugby League Cares, and obviously I said yeah, of course I will. And try and get as much as possible. So everyone's really got behind us as a community. It's been fantastic.
Let's talk business. So you've launched some live classes now, haven't you?
Yeah, so obviously last podcast we did, we were talking about maybe starting some Zoom classes. I was having an hour and now obviously we've settled in a little bit more. We decided to start just a 7:30 a.m. Zoom class every Wednesday morning. I've been getting about 20 participants per class, which I think is definitely enough. I don't want much more than that. And basically for my clients it's been free as a thank you for them supporting me throughout this time. And then just for the general public it's been £3 a session. So been getting quite a few people on it. Obviously it's quite early as well, so for them to get up at that time it's quite a slog for them. So and all different ages, abilities. We started off with just body weight exercises, and then we started to implement weights and different types of training techniques. Been having the same people come back as well, so obviously we can expand on the sessions and show them different variations within training and stuff like that, and getting to know them a little bit more. So that's the first session class that started, and I'm thinking about starting another class which will be a parental session. So for example, a child or parent and child, will train together. And then what we'll do is obviously it'll be adapted to the child a little bit, and there'll be shorter classes, so obviously because the child plan is a little bit shorter. And then they'll just be training together, get the family nice and active and keep them busy for isolation again. So that's another type of the Zoom class that will be starting soon. I was going to be starting this class actually within Elite Gym in Halifax before we got put in isolation. So I thought I want to get it started before we going back to the gyms and stuff like that, because we don't know when we're going to go back. And then on top of that, I've been doing Zoom sessions I do it for Great Britain Water Polo, so I've done all the nutrition for them, and now I'm doing the S&C sessions every other week, just try and touch base with them and keep them focused throughout, obviously, this time as well. It is really difficult for them. We were meant to be going to Hungary in August, and that's been cancelled, sadly, so it would have been a great opportunity for them. I went with the team last year, and it was fantastic. So they are missing out a little bit, but we're still managing to touch base and keep the morale as high as possible whilst we go through this as a group.
Where can people find you online then?
Yeah, so obviously on Facebook, Paige Costello, and then Instagram and Facebook, my business site is Costello Training and Nutrition. On Twitter, it's Costello TN, capital T, capital N, and then for the Just Giving, it's Paige-Costello1. So it's being shared everywhere at the moment, so if you need to find it and find a link straight away, go to Paige Costello on Facebook and the link will be straight there for you. And as I said, we've raised 1,300. I think the team might be getting back together to do another session to try and raise more money, which will be pretty difficult in terms of physical health because we're struggling from DOMs from the event, so that'll be an interesting one. Just have to do that last push before we obviously stop the Just Giving pages.
That's brilliant. On the link on this episode, you can find Paige's business Facebook and the Just Giving account, so give them both a click.